What is up, Nine University guys? I am pumped about today. We have a guy that is killing it in the Amazon world, and it is just awesome to get to know him and talk to him about his business because I think that a lot of people could learn from what he's done. And he does say that like a lot of the stuff that he's done is in the course, but he does have his own methods of going about it and his own ways of learning. And he is very thankful for the group, and he's going to get into that. But I got my man Matt here with me again. How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? What's going on, guys? We got another student with us, and his story is awesome because when he jumped in, he went in full force. And Thomas and I were blown away to hear a little bit about that, but I'll let him speak on that. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Ron Bell. I'm out on the East Coast and been doing Amazon for almost a year now.
Awesome, man. So, yeah, you've been with us a year. When you first purchased our course, what were your thoughts? And you jumped right in. Tell the students a little bit about what your process was.
Well, so when I bought the course, I wasn't completely sold on the course. It was one of those things where you got to kind of dig in. So the first weekend, I decided to go do every video and see if everything made sense, see if this felt like something I could do. At the end of the weekend, I sat back and I was like, you know what? This actually, I don't think there's anything missing. I think everything here that I need to be able to do this. And that's when I decided to go full steam.
That's amazing. So guys, just hear that for a sec. He took an entire weekend and went through, watched all these videos and set aside the time because he was like, I'm not sure if I could actually do this. But after watching the videos, he's like, nope, this I think has all the tools that I need and went forward. I just think that's awesome and showed that you were committed to finding out, is this worth my time? Is this worth my investment? Is this worth my money as well? So that's really cool. Go ahead, Thomas.
That is really cool, man. So you started about a year ago. You got in the course. You went through the whole thing in a weekend, right? So you went through the course. How long did it take between the time you finished the course and you got a product live on Amazon?
It was almost the end of October, middle of October when I got my first product on. I started in May. It was October. And I kind of felt like I was kind of dragging my feet. The researching the product is very frustrating. And I found one original product and kind of worked through about 12 more products. Ended up coming back to that original product. And that was the one I ended up going with.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, guys. So we're going to take a moment right here and I'm going to blow your freaking minds. All right. So this man started last May. Okay. He went live in October. And now, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 months later, six
Yep.
months later, around 6 months. Where are you at now?
For the month of April, I broke 6 digits for the first time.
What?
That is
Hold on, wait,
ridiculous.
hold on. In 6 months, he is breaking 6 digits in 1 month. Okay, can you just show us your Seller Central account just to show the people this? All right, so guys, you said 104.2K USD last 30 days. That is insane, guys. Like, all right, so just putting this out there for the world, we
Yeah.
did not hit that. Like, we did
Nope.
not hit $104,000 in our first 6 months reoccurring. That's literally a hundred grand in 1 month in sales, guys. That is mind blowing. Oh my gosh. All right. So now for the people out there in this world, right? They're going to be like, holy crap, how did you do it? How,
Yep.
how did you get to build your business within 6 months, or actually a year, right? And going
Mhm.
live in 6 months, and then 6 months later, you are making $100,000 a year. What did you do to get there?
Well, I followed the program, but you've got to listen to everything that they say. One of the things they say is you got to have good photos and you got to kind of stand out. And you got to find your niche. You got to find a way to stand out. My product, if you go on my product page, my photos stand out from, and not just because they're a higher quality photo, but you got to find a way to make something about the product stand out on the page. Does that make sense?
Yep. No,
Yes.
most
It's
definitely.
got to stand out. And if you listen to all the little nuggets that they give in the program and just take it to an extreme, you're taking it to extreme, you're going to have extreme,
Yep.
Guys,
No, that makes
Thomas and I just talked yesterday about photography and how important photography is, how important, when you put it on Amazon, how the smallest things, the smallest details separate your product. And a lot of it
exactly.
is in photography.
Yep. And guys, even like going on more about pictures, right? Is that the thumbnail picture you have for your product, the very first thing when someone types in your keyword in Amazon and they're looking through the buy, the very first thing they see is your picture, right? So how can you be different from everyone else on that page? How can you stick out across a lot of other products and make your product stick out? And that is what he's talking about, and it's in the course, guys. So I think it is really cool. So Ron, I know that you work a 9 to 5 job, like you have a job, you're doing all that. So tell us about like the time commitment that you've put into your Amazon business in the past year. What is, let's just say, how much time do you say averagely did you put into this business weekly?
Um, on an average over the year, it's not more than 5 to 7 hours a week.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
talk about passive income. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
and
like,
that was the thing that really drew me to this business is it takes a lot of work to get into and get you started, but now right now I'm spending 2 or 3 hours a week and I'm doing that kind of profit.
That's amazing.
It's going to come and go with that because I want to add more products, and so I'm going to have to do more research and I'm going to have to deal with suppliers. But once you get it set up, once you get it coming in, once you get the boxes designed and all that stuff done, it doesn't take that much to just keep track of your inventory and reorder when you need to.
yeah, for sure, man. That definitely makes sense. So, next thing I want to talk about is like your negotiation process, right? So, whenever you were going through this process, I'm sure that you were trying to reach that 200% ROI. So, first off, what is the ROI on your product?
200%. It's
200%.
actually two. It's actually 238. And then I got to factor in, the advertising and stuff like that, which kind of brings it down a little bit. But I'm consistently over 200 on one of my variations. Each variation is just more of the same product. So it's a 2-pack, 4-pack, 8-pack. I make a little less on the higher, but I make more money in volume.
So, so you're saying that after your total cost of advertising, sell of goods, whatever the tacos, whatever it is, you have 200% after that. So, like your profit?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
200% or
Yeah.
200%.
Yeah.
That's insane. That like out of 100 grand a month. That wow, that's crazy, man. So I'll have to say I'm impressed. I am very impressed, and I'm kind of jealous. I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of a heartbreaker that my Amazon business hasn't reached that, but I'm gonna be catching up to you. So let's
I
talk
hope
about
so.
let's talk about your future real quick. So you have one product out, 3 variations. So what's the future like? Do you have other products in mind? Are you looking to get a new product? Where are you at with that?
So I plan on doing a beefier version of the same product. Mine's I wanted to start with a inexpensive product, which means a little less quality. I think now that I'm doing really well in this particular market, I think I can do a much nicer version of it, 3 different variations, and I think I can branch out into other things in the same market. So I think I'm really going to try and just niche out. I'm on the top page of every variation of this product that you search. The number 1, number 2 on every single one. Um, so if I can come up with a beefier product, get that up there and then just branch out in the same category. Yeah, I see a lot of things happening between now and the end of the year. I don't suspect at the end of the year I'm going to be doing my 9 to 5 job.
Oh, whew, buddy, let's go. That has to be exciting. And guys, I just want to tell you something real quick. So that is a mindset of someone that knows what they're talking about. Okay. So I asked him what his future plans were about getting another product in. He's like, no, 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 no. My product is doing so good right now. Why would I branch out from that product? So what I'm going to do is branch out within my product. Like that is so smart, and that's the exact way that is the answer I wanted to hear, because that means that he knows what he's talking about. He knows that if he branches out on this $100,000 product a month type product, like he can continue to build that. He can continue to build this empire with these keywords for this product. And oh gosh, dude, I'm pumped. I have like chill bumps right now, man. This is exciting. This is really cool. So you expect to quit your 9 to 5 by the end of the year. So what is, and you don't have to give an exact figure, but what would that number be to get you to stop working your 9 to 5 job?
If I could consistently match my 9 to 5 job in profit and income after taxes,
Gotcha.
then I'd be happy to quit my 9 to 5.
Yeah. Wow. That is crazy, man. And for anyone that doesn't know, he doesn't have to go into detail, but he did serve in our military and he helps our military to this day. And so thank you very much for that. I respect that. And thank you for your service. I just wanted to
Thank
put that
you.
out there.
Thank you.
Yep. So man, I just have a couple more questions and then I think Matt will close this out. But I just want to hear like what you plan to do with your time, because you are on the track to quit your job. You are on the track. You are building your Amazon business to quit your job. So what are your plans after you quit your job?
Um, well, besides growing my Amazon business, I want to keep working with the military. Like you said, I'm former military. And right now I work with the military. I train them. I'm a professional skydiver, and so I work with the military in that aspect. And I love doing that. So that's what I would continue doing. And a lot of travel.
So guys, this man is a certified badass, and
Guys,
he has a killer Amazon game, and he wants to travel the world. Like, this is somebody that I would never mess with, you know? Like, if I just saw you walking down the street, I would not mess with you, man. Like, you would destroy me in anything, and I will take that to my grave. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm no, I'm just, but yeah, man, I think it's awesome. I love talking to you. I love hearing this because you do have a different outlook on this business than a lot of people. And I appreciate you coming here to talk to the people, help them out with their business, give them a better understanding to hopefully get to where you are at. But I think Matt has a few more questions, then we'll close out.
Okay.
Yeah, Ron, you mentioned, how quickly you got into this to figure out how legitimate it was and if it was worth it. What would you say for students who might feel overwhelmed in the beginning when they jump in, or when they are like, this is a lot of information and I don't even know what to do with it, or I feel stuck in the very beginning parts of the process? What would you say to encourage or motivate?
And I went at it hardcore, but I did not skip those processes where I felt frustrated, where I was having a hard time. You have to look at the program as a path, and that each step you got to invest the time to make sure you got sure footing on each step as you go through the program. And when you feel frustrated, just take the time to work through those frustrations. If you skip ahead to another step, you're not building that solid foundation, and those problems that you have now that you're passing on to something in the future, it's just going to make those problems even worse. Stop, work through those issues, figure out, get the right people around you, talk to the right people, use the coaches on U9, and work through that and get a solid foundation on every step as you go forwards. And everyone gets frustrated at points. It happens. It's about pushing through.
That's awesome.
So good.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's perfect. Sums it up.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, that is great. Ron, I just want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us. I think that you are on the steps to becoming such a big empire on this Amazon journey. Like, Jeff Bezos is way up there, and bro, you're catching up to him. Like, you're like a lot of people we talk about, they're getting the breadcrumbs of Amazon, bro. You're getting loaves now. You're getting the loaves of Amazon. And so I'm pumped to be a part of this, and so glad that you are in the group. And man, I just want to thank you for hopping on again. And guys, in 6 months from now or before then, we're going to hop back on the phone with Rod, and we're going to see where he's at then. And I'm sure it's going to be a game-changing moment then. So stay tuned. Wait for that. Love you guys.